Have you ever had recurring dreams? In my previous career, I was a professional journalist, and I had a dream very often of being on deadline, sitting at my desk with 7 stories to complete in 5 minutes. And it typically caused a meltdown. I had that dream a lot. Now, as a preacher, one of my recurring dreams is that I find myself being invited to a church as a guest preacher. And I take to the pulpit and I have nothing to say. I have no scripture prepared. I have no message written. There is no sermon. I stand there with no idea of what to do next. One of the common dreams, perhaps you've had it, is that you have walked into a classroom and you sit down and there's an exam. And either you haven't studied for it or maybe you didn't even know there was a test that day. That's a very common recurring dream. Psychologists say 65 to 75% of adults have recurring dreams. Some of the common themes are being chased, a dream that I often had when I was younger, falling, the school studying dream, and often people have recurring dreams of intimate encounters. And psychologists also say that the reason we have recurring dreams is because of some unresolved conflict that we have in our lives that we subconsciously try to work out in our dreams. I'm not sure whether that's true or not, although I'm sure many of us have unresolved conflicts, so it makes some sense. The Bible talks about dreams and visions quite a bit, actually. The book of Job says this: God speaks again and again, though people do not recognize it. God speaks in dreams, in visions of the night, when deep sleep falls on people as they lie in their beds. Now, I can't say for sure that whatever dream you might have had last night was God speaking to you. But God is a revelatory God. That is, that we believe that God reveals to us. God speaks. And so it's possible that God might choose to speak to us in our dreams. You can't discount the possibility of God speaking to us at any time, day or night. Perhaps God speaks to you on your drive to work. Perhaps when you're taking a walk in nature. Perhaps God speaks to you in the midst of a very busy day. God, throughout Scripture, spoke to people in the most unanticipated and most unusual of circumstances. But this much is true. It helps if we listen, if we lean in and are at least willing to pay attention. Perhaps that's why we have active dream lives. It's the one time that we have actually slowed down and stopped doing. Maybe that's why our consciousness is more open to hearing. Well, however you hear and experience God, I pray that in this new year we would be open. We would be open to the revelation. We would be open to God speaking to us whenever and wherever. Perhaps God will give us a sign and a vision of something we need to see and hear. We'll see you next time.